That's good. You know, I always laugh when Biafran Prime Minister in exile speaks. That's Simon Ekpa. He is living in Finland. I think the young man is being so, let me say, honest to Igbos, to the Igbos, and to himself. Because what he's fighting for is for the benefit, betterment of all the Igbo man living outside the southeast and within the southeast. This is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that recently I traveled from Lagos to Igbo land. It's not too recent like that. I discovered that after Asaba, military checkpoint started from Head Bridge. From the entrance of the Head Bridge on Nature, you will see a garrison of soldiers stationed by the right-hand side with sack loaded with sands, armed to the teeth. Then I begin to question myself. These people are slave raiders or riders. These people are slave drivers or masters. What do they call themselves and what are they doing there? I look at those soldiers after a 3 minutes, just 3 minutes survey of what their faces look like. I found out that these are the same agents of dooms. Agents of doom that fought the Biafran people for 36 months and could not even prevail on them. Let alone now that you can see it's no longer play as usual. That arms, the Igbos, they have enough resources to procure arms. So this time around, it is not going to be like fighting with sticks and machetes, broken bottles before. It is going to be man to man. I just shrugged it off. We drove across the bridge. After descending from the bridge, on the way to Upper Iweka, I discovered that the military, the mobile, both left-hand side and right-hand side, were mounted with military checkpoint and police, mobile police checkpoint. As we proceeded towards my own community, we passed like 3 checkpoints. And as we go more, as we went more, I discovered that there are many more checkpoints. Going to Enugu there, you will see many. Going to Owerri, Porakot Road, you will see many. So I asked myself, are we fighting war? Then all of a sudden it's resurrected in my brain or mind that the echoing of Nigerian Biafra civil war still resounds. Yes, that was how we fought the war. Because in the mind of the Fulani man, when they were fighting us in 1967, we were only retreating, they were advancing. At times they will be retreating, we will be advancing. But all in Biafraland. And they thought that after the war, it's going to remain only widows, husbandless women. Because it wasn't enough what they did at Umwa here. It wasn't enough how many men were falling at Oyagwa Bagana. I think that one was not enough. They went to Asaba and neutralized more than 1,000 married men in Asaba, Obanamu. Immediately they find out that that was where Chukwuma, Kaduna, and Zogu came from. They killed 1,000 men there. That is Fulani for you. Bloodletting community. Bloodletting race. A race that is damped in human blood. Very, very hungry to waste innocent blood. That was how they killed many men at Asaba, rendering many women widows. Okay, after the war, here we are today. After declaring that nobody was defeated, nobody was victorious. Today we are seeing the people, the perceived defeated people, readily in pain, exploited and persecuted at random. See, I am trying to talk or speak about Igbo man's situation from 1970 till date. The war is still going on. As Simon Ekpa has declared that there's war going on Igbo land, I was laughing because I know when I was in school, I went to my school in the southeastern Nigeria. I passed out everything I read was in Anambra State. See, I did not go any school here. I lived in Anambra State throughout before coming to Southwest. Oga, we were fighting war there. When we were students, we were fighting war. What they are benefiting from this part of the world, Igbo man is doing it by himself. A man and his family and his kinsmen, not a man and his government and the state government. No. Igbo man is resilient, working hard to save himself. Any excuses? Are you listening to me? So if someone says that Igbos are at war with Fulani, Fulani is at war with Igbos, it is true. It is not a lie. Someone is not telling lies. Everybody knows what I'm saying. That anything Igbo man does, federal government will do 20 times to make sure that they press him down. Which is why you see what is happening between the youths, not the armed men, and the soldiers in the southeastern Nigeria. If a soldier loses his life, Nigerian military will march to that spot, kill everybody in that community, set the whole building ablaze. How many soldiers were killed from 2007 till date in northern states? How many communities over there were set ablaze by Nigerian military? They are fighting the Igbo man because they have felt that the war, the Nigerian civil war that ended 54 years ago, is still raging. It is still escalating into more bloodier war. So that's why I'm telling you that what Simon Ekpa is saying is what? A naked truth. You don't need to screen it. You don't need to use binocular or microscope. It is too glaring. A glaring truth. Too lucid. More lucid than snow. There is war raging in Igbo land. Federal government has never finished the pogrom of 57, 56, 5, 54 years ago. They are still fighting Igbo man. I cite my example. What stopped INEC from giving Obi his mandate last year? Do you think we are fools? Oh, you think Igbo man is a fool? That Igbo man does not know Obi won election last year. Tinubu hijacked his mandate. Oh, you think we are fools? We are fools. That we don't know that the amount Obi scored in Abuja is enough to render him victory. Outrightly, an outright victory. But we endure it because we are used to what? Patience. Oga, endurance epitomizes what Igbo man stands for. We have shown patience and endurance as code. All of us, we the Igbo man, we put it on. Anyị kwalu ndidi ka akwa yilie. Igbo man yi akwa yili ndidi. In fact, any Igbo man you see anywhere, call him ndidi. Igbo man bu ndidi. Okay, let me just surprise you. Patience is when you are being, resilient, diligently maintaining peace and order, even though on the faces of escalation of, trouble or crisis, you still manage it gently so that it does not escalate into violence. It actually connotes the best definition of patience. When you could manage any violent situation and never allow it to escalate into trouble or war, that is when you are patient. Oga, we are patient, and we are patient. Our names are patience. Any Igbo woman you see, call him patience. Because they look down on us, they think say we cannot do anything. Any Igbo man you see, call him Ndidi. Oga, patience and endurance. That's the interpretation in Igbo language. They look down on us, they think say that they can just toss us up and down. We are Igbo. Na Igbo man now, he don't pay for that house for 10 years. Na Igbo man now, he go to pay that house for his landlord. Na Igbo man now. That place, everybody price it. Na 10 million. He don't pay him for 5 years. Na Igbo man now. So that's why they keep on looking down on Igbo man. Not knowing that we are not that, like that. Oga, where I come from is Anambra State. If you come that place, we welcome you, we feed you, we entertain you, we show you the best hospitality. We are not hostile to any human being. But let me tell you, Nnamdikanu is negotiating based on duress. And if it happens, I want him to go so that he will breathe the peaceful breeze, oxygen. But if anybody is thinking that Nnamdikanu will die there, you will die there. So that's it.
Every Biafra, wherever you are, Nnamdikanu is going to be released any moment from now. He's going to walk a free man, whether the Fulani like it or not. So, but in another angle, some politicians of Eastern extraction.
Okay, the spokesman of Aneze, Izuguru, has come and said that it's not Tinubu, the DSS boss, and the AGF that's holding Nnamdikanu back. That the Southeast leader, the governors, they are not putting pressure on the DSS and AGF and Tinubu not to release Nnamdikanu, that they are not at fault for Nnamdikanu still being in detention. And do you think that the DSS or the AGF even have that mind on their own to release Nnamdikanu?
Well, no, what is holding Nnamdikanu is not the law. I've said this several times. Nnamdikanu is a case of misrepresentation and misconception. Nnamdikanu is being seen, as a barrier to a certain advancement of conquest from the Fulanis. So the Southeast governors, are not very careful the way they are going about the release of Nnamdikanu, because let me tell you, if it is the law that is holding Nnamdikanu, as enshrined in the Nigerian Constitution, Nnamdikanu would have been a freed man. But what is holding Nnamdikanu is an interest. You can see when the court instructed the DSS director or thereabout, to comply with what the lawyers are saying about Nnamdikanu having deep access to his lawyers and discussion and all that. The DSS man refused because he's a northerner. He refused, and the judge now threatened to send him to jail if he refuses Nnamdikanu to have access to his lawyers. What does that mean? It tells you what I'm trying to tell you today. So, to an extent, Mazi Sunguzo was the youth leader in the past. I understand him very well, from that perspective, and he was trying to say, that the Southeast governors would have done more, trying to put pressure, much more pressure on the side of the powers, the federal government, properly negotiate that Nnamdikanu release. But notwithstanding, Nnamdikanu has gone through that process over and over and over again, and he has told them that even in your terrorist court, he will win you. So you can see that at this point in time now, brother, mark it. Anybody that's listening to this message, anywhere you are around the world, take this from me in good faith. I said in good faith and in goodwill. Every Biafra, wherever you are, Nnamdikanu is going to be released any moment from now. He's going to walk a free man, whether the Fulani like it or not. So, but in another angle, some politicians of Eastern extraction are using it, to negotiate power.
That's what they said. They said they are using it for their financial and political gain.
Well, not all these things. They were using it to negotiate power. They are using. They don't know they are making themselves look like a cowards. Go and read Shakespeare. Go and see what happened to Shylock. A certain rich Jewish money lender. You can see what transpired. When the person refused to pay, I said, if you don't have money to pay, cut your flesh. That is what the Eastern governors are doing to Nnamdikanu. And we are watching. So it's left for Tinubu at this point in time to understand whether he understands what the struggle is all about, or whether he was involved in one way or the other. The direction to go, the normal thing to go do is what he did to Sowore, Sondibo, should also be extended. Knowing fully well that Nnamdikanu is not being held by law, but by interest. So, Ohaneze at this point in time are trying to see the direction of which to go. But I can assure you, no matter how you look at it from anywhere, very soon, we are going to have him, come out, irrespective of whoever is working against his release. I'm telling you that at the